wrestling fans, Jonathan Cairns here once again for Red Rock Rewind. Today we have the biggest man on the block, Brody Steele, taking on a newcomer to Red Rock Wrestling, Stunning Steve Arsenault.
And welcome to another episode of Red Rock Rewind here on Bell TV 1. My name is Chris McDonald. Thank you very much for joining us for another great episode. We have got a fantastic matchup ready to go for you tonight, live from Stratford, PEI, as Brody Steele, the big menacing Brody Steele, makes his way to the ring for a matchup tonight. Jonathan Cairns in the ring right now, getting set to make the announcement. We are looking forward to another big night of action here in Stratford. Not a lot of fans here for Brody Steele this evening as he makes his way around the ring here. Looking forward to this matchup. Steve Arsenault getting set to make his entrance coming to the ring here in Stratford tonight. Massive Brody Steele faking out fans. Not a nice gesture there for Brody Steele. Should be a very different story when Steve Arsenault gets to the ring, let me tell you. International wrestler Brody Steele making big news, tangling with the likes of the great Khali in India. Thousands of fans in attendance. And we're packing the crowd tonight here in Stratford.
And his opponent. He was one of the top wrestlers not in Red Rock Wrestling, but we signed him, making his Red Rock Wrestling debut from Temptation Island, weighing in at 202 pounds. Welcome, Stunning Steve Arsenault!
And here he is on his way to the ring. As you heard Jonathan Cairns mention, this is his debut in Red Rock Wrestling. Say hello to Stunning Steve Arsenault. A new signee to Red Rock Wrestling. And what a challenge he's up for tonight, taking on Brody Steele. Again, I'm Chris McDonald. Jonathan Cairns joining me at ringside here for the announcements.
Hello, Chris. How are you doing this evening? This should be an outstanding matchup. We have Stunning Steve Arsenault taking on Brody Steele, the proverbial David versus Goliath. You got the speed and skill of Stunning Steve Arsenault versus the size and power of Brody Steele.
Absolutely. This is going to be an interesting matchup tonight here. As again, you talk about the differences between these two talents. Stunning Steve Arsenault, again, the first time we're seeing him here in the ring here in Stratford, part of Red Rock Wrestling's roster here, but a welcome addition to the lineup.
Absolutely, Chris. Stunning Steve Arsenault's been around for a long time. He's made a lot of improvements in the last couple of years. I've had my eye on him for a couple of years now, but he's finally ready to step up into the Red Rock Wrestling roster, and what a start he's going to have against Brody Steele.
Here we go. Zach Doyle getting set to ring that bell as we get set for it.
In today's episode of Red Rock Rewind, brought to you by the Factory Cookhouse and Dance Hall, it's Stunning Steve Arsenault versus Brody Steele.
All right, here we go.
Now, obviously, Stunning Steve Arsenault has to keep a fast-paced stick and move to go up against Brody Steele. Brody Steele obviously has the size and power advantage.
Really, the tail of the tape, you're going to see the difference between these two. The huge power from Brody Steele. And again, I guess Steve Arsenault, he's going to be showing us what he's made of here tonight.
Well, Stunning Steve is very well put together, in great physical condition. Brody Steele is one of the most imposing men in all professional wrestling. Here we have the lockup. No contest there who's more powerful. And Brody Steele sends Stunning Steve into the corner, and Brody Steele showing his massive physique.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of guts to tangle up with Brody Steele, and not too many can power him over. But we just saw Steve Arsenault give it his best. We'll see what happens here now.
He's definitely going to give it his best effort, and he's going to take all of his best effort and then some if he's hoping to get a victory over Brody Steele. And once again, throwing him into that corner. And Steve Arsenault's 200 pounds. Brody Steele, even on his knees, it's almost looking at Stunning Steve.
They're almost at the same height on his knees. That's amazing.
Well, it just shows you how big and powerful Brody Steele is. There we have Stunning Steve trying to get some support from this Stratford crowd. And the Stratford crowd has given him quite a bit of support so far in this match here at Red Rock Rewind.
Steve trying to get a Brody Sucks chant going here. Oh, and that worked.
Well, the crowd is certainly obliging. Referee Zach Doyle in the corner. Brody Steele is so experienced, so calm, cool, and collected.
Zach Doyle not joining in on the Brody Sucks chant.
Well, Zach Doyle is supposed to be impartial. He's go behind by Stunning Steve, but Brody Steele shouldn't have any trouble breaking out of that, and he just calmly moves into the ropes, forcing the referees to break.
You can barely see Steve. Oh, my. Oh.
Well, Brody Steele outweighs him by over 100 pounds. Looks like Brody Steele's going to take his time. Big clubbing blow to the back. Again, showing his superiority. Irish whip into the corner. Ducks the clothesline. Nice leapfrog. There's that speed of Stunning Steve. That's what he's got to do. Again, showing off his speed. Oh! Poke to the eye.
Right out of the Three Stooges book.
High cross body, which... No, that was a mistake by Stunning Steve. Brody Steele is way too big and strong. Oh! Misses that elbow. That's 320 pounds hitting the canvas. Stunning Steve has him in an arm lock here. And that might be a good strategy. Work on a body part.
Absolutely. Try to isolate a part of the body and maybe just work on it. Try to get that momentum going.
Well, that's what you have to do when you're at such a size disadvantage. And Stunning Steve wanted to be a part of Red Rock Wrestling, and he said he'd take on anybody. And anybody tonight is Big Brody Steele.
Oh, scooped him up.
With one hand and just throws him halfway across the ring.
Got to be hurting the neck.
Well, I'll tell you, Stunning Steve has lots of intestinal fortitude. He's not going to give up, and he's not going to quit. So this is going to be one heck of a match here today on Red Rock Rewind. Brody Steele up on the second rope. He's going to fly. What's he going to do? Oh, big clothesline.
Wow.
That could end this.
The distance from Brody Steele.
He's taking his time going for a cover. No, maybe he won't even go for a cover. I don't think it's wise of Brody Steele to completely underestimate Stunning Steve Arsenault. Now he goes for the pin. Still got a 2 count after taking all that time. Brody Steele makes his way to his feet.
He can be slow and methodical when he wants, but then it just explosive with power here on Steve Arsenault.
This is true. He has deceiving speed for a man 320 pounds. And again, threw him into the corner with authority.
Steve's back's got to be killing him right now.
Well, he's been slammed around, thrown around, and we're still early in this match. And there's the veteran Brody Steele, not wasting any energy, not wasting any movement in this match. Oh, big stiff uppercut with the forearm. Again, that imposing physique of Brody Steele. One of the most intimidating men in all of professional wrestling.
Absolutely. Just towering over Steve Arsenault, of course. Steve needing to get back to his feet, but Brody's keeping him down.
And he's literally at the mercy of Brody Steele. Whoa. Double axe handle to the back of the head. I mean, we'll be right back.
I'm Cowboy Mike Hughes. I'm a professional wrestler. I've gone through extensive training and I am a professional. Kids, don't try this at school, don't try this at home, don't try this anywhere.
Hey! This is the Road Warrior Riddick Stone, and you're watching Red Rock Wrestling!
We're back at the Stratford Town Hall Gymnasium. Brody Steele is very much in control against Stunning Steve Arsenault.
Yeah, he's been all over Steve since the bell ring, and I'm telling you, Steve has got such a big uphill battle here.
I wouldn't count Stunning Steve Arsenault quite yet. This is his debut match here at Red Rock Rewind, and he wants to make it count.
I want to see some big moves here. We're going to see Brody just working that back and neck of Steve over the last little while there.
Well, he's got a double chin lock and a knee right into the back of Stunning Steve.
Yeah.
And with that such a size and power disadvantage, I think Brody Steele could leave him in that hold all night long if he wants to. So he's just going to leave him in the hold and as long as he wants. But Steve is trying to fight his way back, trying to get some support from this capacity crowd here in Stratford.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure this crowd is behind Steve as he came out there to some great applause. Again, his debut, first time in front of fans here in Stratford, but they have been enjoying his stuff. His counters to Brody here.
Well, it was a clever reversal by Stunning Steve.
I was going to say, I've been shut down almost every time.
Side suplex. That might be enough to get the fall. 2 count. Brody Steele might have got the fall if he had hooked the leg.
And Steve is still hanging in here. That's a good sign. Brody is getting frustrated. He can't seem to put him away here.
Yep. Perhaps he is getting frustrated, or maybe he expected a much easier night than
It's quite
Stunning
possible.
Steve. But as I said, he has got a tremendous intestinal fortitude. He's not going to give up, and he wants to make a good first impression here at Stratford, Prince Edward Island.
Steve getting dumped to the floor here, and it's never a good sign when Brody gets outside of the ring here. You've got those steel ring barriers around here. It could not be a good time. I think Steve needs to get back to his senses here, maybe get back into the ring before Brody catches him.
Oh, hit him right in the back. And again, send him halfway across the barricade. Thank goodness we have those barricades to protect our young fans from getting too close to the action. Oh, big right by Brody Steele. And he has Stunning Steve at his mercy once again.
That's it. One of the great things about catching Red Rock Wrestling in Stratford, it's never a bad seat in the house, but I can tell you, having those front row seats can be pretty amazing when the action gets right up close.
Oh, it's like nothing you've ever been to before. If you've never seen Red Rock Wrestling live, I encourage you to buy a ticket. Come out to the Stratford Town Hall Gymnasium. It is excitement personified.
There we go.
Goes into the ropes. Oh! Big kick by Stunning Steve. Drop kick that staggers the big man.
We could have a shift in momentum here.
I think we have. Goes him into the corner, but a reversal by Brody Steele. Setting him up for a side suplex. Big head scissors takeover. That is the break that Stunning Steve needed. Oh, hard clothesline.
Shut right down.
And that's the size and strength advantage of Brody Steele. Took one single maneuver to change the momentum back to Brody Steele.
Well, just a sign of disrespect right there from Brody Steele, just literally stepping on Steve's head.
Well, it's what you alluded to earlier, Chris.
Oh.
Maybe he's not seeing Steve Arsenault as a threat at all. He can just take his time. There he is, intimidating referee Zach Doyle.
Well, Zach Doyle doing a good job trying to make sure that Brody doesn't cross the line here.
Well, as I alluded to before, if you've never seen Red Rock Wrestling live, buying a ticket even to see Brody Steele is worth the price of admission alone. And a big body slam by Steele.
Absolutely. Got to be painful falling from even that such a height there as Brody scooping you up.
There he's going to the second rope looking for... Oh! Looked to drop an elbow, but missed his mark.
Felt pretty confident there, but underestimated Steve's ability to just kind of get out of the way.
And that impact of that 320-pound man lying smack dab in the ring, and Stunning Steve Arsenault trying to make his way to his feet. He needs to be on a vertical base. He can't be on the ground against this big man.
Zach Doyle counting, getting to about 7 here. Well, both men getting up. All right. Who's going to strike first? They're back on their feet.
And Stunning Steve is waiting out.
Oh!
Ducks the charge of Brody Steele. Oh, hits a clothesline of his own. Doesn't budge the big man. A second hard clothesline. Again, doesn't budge the big man.
Like trying to
A
chop down
third.
the redwood.
Oh, takes him down to one knee. This is the break that Stunning Steve Arsenault needs. He's heading to the top rope. That's what he has to do. He has to fly. What's he going to do? Setting him up for clothesline of his own. Cover that man. Hooks a leg. And he got a 2 count.
Almost. Wow.
That's what Stunning Steve Arsenault needs to do if he wants to get a victory over Brody Steele. He needs to strike from above. He needs to be fast and hook the leg. There he is. Taking a run into the corner. Splashing him like that. I don't know what. That's going to hurt him too much. Again, throws reversal. There's that power difference, but Stunning Steve managed to escape that a little bit. Blocks a right by Brody Steele. Hits his head off the turnbuckle. He's going high again. This is what he has to do. What's he going to go for? High cross, Brody. Can he get a hold of him?
He's got the leg.
That was close.
Very
Almost
close.
got the fall.
Could have been a stunning victory for Stunning Steve Arsenault here tonight in Stratford.
That would have been a very stunning victory. But this guy is one of the top talents in professional wrestling. I was very pleased to sign him. and this is why we signed him.
Has he got Brody's number? He's going up top again here. This could be it. This could be the key to victory here for Steve Arsenault.
That's where he's had most of his success. Oh, there's that power of Brody Steele. Went to the well one too many times. Big choke slam. Oh, right in the back of his head.
Almost folded him in half. And
that's it.
Oh, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Brody Steele.
Wow, Chris McDonald, when you get choke slam like that, there's no getting
There's
up.
not too many have recovered from choke slams like that. Wow, Brody Steele just hammering down on Steve Arsenault, and a great valiant effort too by Steve.
Steve Arsenault's not moving very well, and Brody Steele is ready to go back to the dressing room. As referee Zach Doyle attends to stunning Steve Arsenault, but Brody Steele's not leaving. No, I don't want to see anything happen here. What's he doing? No, don't do that.
Oh no, this is not good.
No, don't do that. No. Oh, right in his shoulder. I could separate a shoulder in a heartbeat.
Nasty landing there for Steve.
Come on, Zach Doyle, get rid of him.
Brody here got the victory. I don't know what he's trying to prove by continuing to slam on Steve Arsenault here tonight.
Very disrespectful. I don't know what he's trying to prove either. He beat him fair and square right in the middle of the ring. Steve Arsenault put up a great effort. We look forward to seeing stunning Steve Arsenault again, and there was no need of that extracurricular activity by Brody Steele.
You know, you got the crowd here in Stratford tonight. They're chanting, Brody sucks, Brody. Is he trying to prove to this crowd, you know what? You're going to keep chanting that? Guess what I'm going to do to your... Oh, wait a minute.
And here comes Riddick Stone. He's not going to stand for this much longer. These two have been feuding. This has been brooding. Look at these two massive men in the ring. What are they going to do? They're just going to talk? Whoa, big shove by Brody Steele. What's Riddick going to do?
Stone's going to...
Push back by Riddick Stone. Again.
This is going to be explosive if this keeps going.
Oh, a big right by Brody Steele. And right, left, they are trading blows. Zach Doyle, be careful. These
swinging away.
Men are huge.
Whoa.
Oh, throws down Zach Doyle.
Okay. We need to get security in here. Something. This needs to be broken up. This is. Whoa.
Now he throws Zach Doyle. Let's break this up.
Just beaten down on Riddick Stone, and again pushing poor Zach Doyle. He's trying to do his job, trying to break this up.
Okay, I gotta go to the ring.
Riddick Stone just hammering away on Brody Steele here in the corner. Wow. Brody countering with the knee. Hammering down on his back. Again, the bell's ringing away here. We're trying to stop this, ladies and gentlemen. This has just gotten way out of control. And as we've got some reinforcements here. Kirk Obey, Titus, Loco in the ring. There's the American Patriot. Trying to split this up. The Answer. Aiden Northcott in as well. We're trying to break this up, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get some control. Brody just powered through it.
Chris McDonald, I had to leave the broadcast booth for a second. I went to talk to Zach Doyle. I had to come out and get some of the wrestlers here. As you can see, the ring is full, trying to separate these two massive powerhouses. And then Riddick Stone's going after Brody Steele.
Oh, my gosh.
You got both referees and a full locker room trying to contain these two massive superstars.
Again, there's no love lost here. These guys are just so incensed with each other. They're so mad. Trying to keep each other. Oh, my God. They met in the middle of the ring here. This is unreal.
And look, you got about 10 men trying to break these guys up, and they're having
a
hard time doing that.
The power here of these guys. These guys trying to break up this fight, and it's taking this many to try to break this up. This is unreal.
Well, these are two of the most powerful men in all of professional wrestling.
And they're still throwing.
They're still going at it.
They're still throwing. This is unreal. All the way to the back here. Oh, my gosh.
And there they go. Hopefully they can get behind that curtain and get things sorted out. And stunning Steve Arsenault's just made his way to his feet, too. And you can tell he's feeling the effects.
I'm here right after a big brawl at the end of the show, at the end of that match. Brody Steele, you've been challenged by Riddick Stone. Are you ready for that challenge?
Am I ready? Do I look ready? Look at me. I train 7 days a week. I train twice a day, 7 days a week. That's about 14 times more a week than anybody else in this industry. Do you understand? Look at me. Am I ready? Is he ready? That's the question. Nobody's ready for me. Nobody! Ha!
Red Rock Wrestling would like to thank our proud sponsors bringing you this episode of Red Rock Rewind: The Factory Cookhouse and Dance Hall, Q93, Quick Copy Printing, Naturally Fit, The Tech Guru, and McDougal Steel Erectors, who make this episode and Red Rock Wrestling possible to bring to you the best wrestling fans in the Maritimes.
And tonight, doesn't matter who I'm in the ring with, they're going to be an example.
Well, Mr. Steen, I recommend you do not take Mr. Kirk Obey lightly.